Hello, powerful people. If you've wondered why someone you've considered a close friend has failed to meet your basic expectations, or why friends that you still meet and make the time for, you do it more as a formality rather than this genuine desire to meet them like you did in the past, this video is for you. I want to share something from one of the most respected philosophers, Aristotle. Aristotle grouped friendships into 3 types. First are friendships of utility. These are people you're on friendly terms with mainly because of the mutual benefits you bring to each other, like your colleagues, clients, general schoolmates, or even your neighbors. Second are friendships of pleasure. These are the most common. These are the types of friends that you have because of something that you do together, because of the enjoyment it brings. Maybe you have workout buddies or partying friends or any other hobbies that bring you together. And most important are the friendships of virtue and good. Now these are the toughest to find and develop because they're based on genuine depth, love, and mutual respect. These are people who are aligned with your core values, people who are going to tell you what you need to hear and not what you just want to hear. I made this video because I used to struggle with this a lot in the past, but recently I've made sense of it all. I realized that I used to put my energy and time into these utility and pleasure friendships as if they were my virtuous friendships. I used to try to be there for these friends on a deep and emotional level, trying to help them with life problems, give them career advice if I saw that they were struggling. But then as soon as our mutual activity of pleasure stopped, as soon as I stopped calling, initiating, planning, I saw that these relationships started to slowly fizzle away. And to some extent, I started feeling betrayed. Either that, or I would keep forcing this connection that was there in the past that clearly isn't there anymore. And it happens, right? We look back at the good old times, and because of these times, we try really hard to make the present work. But I realized that it's really important to also continuously assess if your friendships are in alignment with who you are today and who you're trying to become. And of course, every relationship has its ups and downs. We mustn't mistake a virtuous relationship having a down period for a utility or pleasure relationship. But equally, it's important to identify if for a prolonged period of time, you've been forcing a present relationship to work solely based on the feelings and values it brought to you in the past. Because that can leave us feeling pretty empty in the present. Understanding this concept can really help you get back power and control over your own life and feelings. We can look back at these relationships with a lot of gratitude and fondness. We can say, wow, like that was an amazing time, instead of looking at it with like bitterness and hurt, like, oh, I didn't get from this what I expected, you know? And this has been a very powerful realization for me. I no longer look at it from a fairly shallow perspective that I had, that like, oh, people suck and it's so hard to make real friends. No, I realized that not every friendship is going to be a friendship of virtue, and that's fine. And I also remember that friendships of virtue don't need to be bought with money or forceful attention. Their value can always be felt from within. So I really hope that you can also use this to see your friendships and relationships for what they are and not what you want them to be. There's this really beautiful saying that my mom always says to me, that some people come into your life for a reason, some for a season, and some for a lifetime. And I really believe in that. And to end this video, I manifest that to all of us who need it, we will attract friendships of virtue in our lives whenever the time is right. Bye-bye.
If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe.